Hi, so today we'll learn how to create a speedometer using Excel. This is the chart that we'll be creating, which is a combination of two charts. One is a donut and one is a pie. Now, before we proceed on creating this chart, let's see what these values mean to us. In the first chart, that is donut, we have 25, 50 and 25, which is nothing but the size of the area. So we have 25%, 50% and 25%. You can modify this as well. You can keep it as 20, 20, 60, or you can keep, like 4 sections, 25, 25, 25, 25, the way you want it. But please ensure that the sum of all the sections that you have is 100. The reason being, we want the speedometer to start from 0% and end at 100%. Coming to the second chart, that we have pie chart. Now this is mainly for the dial that we have. So the first value that we see is 84. This is nothing but the initial value. We can change it to whatever value we wish to have. The next one, like you see, this is moved to 34 now. This is 34%. Next is the 1. Now what is 1 is the size of this pointer. If you change it to 5, you'll see how it looks like. So it depends, if you need that kind of a graphical representation, you can modify the size of pointer as well. Currently, let's keep it at 1. Now this B4 cell is a calculated value, which is A5 minus B2, that is 100 minus 34. The reason is, since we keep on modifying this 34 the way we want it, similarly this has to be also automatically modified to maintain consistency. Now we have B5, which is 100, which should also be equal to A5, because these are two circles that will be creating of 360 degrees each. And so to maintain the ratio, we need to have B5 equal to A5. So let's create it. Select an empty cell, let's say like D3 or something. Don't select any of these cells which are already filled. Once you select it, insert, chart, donut, select data. Don't fill in anything in chart data range, come directly to this add. Series name will be donut because we are creating the donut first. Now series value. Now let's create an error deliberately. Now what is this mistake? I do need this range, so we don't have to include this plus sign, parenthesis and 1. So I remove it. I say OK. This is how it will give me. I don't need these labels. I select this chart, right click, format data series. Ensure this angle is 270 degrees. Donut hole size, I'm maintaining it at 35. You can select whatever size you wish. Now I don't want this yellow part because that is not what my speedometer requires. I select it. I select only the yellow part. No outline, no fill. Now since I want to replicate this exact thing, I'll give the same colors. Okay, so 25% green, 50% amber and 25% red. Half of my chart is already complete. Now I need to create my dial and the pie chart. How do I do that? I selected this area, right click, select data, add, same process. Series name this time will be pie and series value will be from 34 to 100. Okay, so I get this. Now very important step that we have is to change the chart type. Now let's make an error. Suppose I select one of this area which is white. I right click and I say change chart type. I see an interface which I don't really understand what I'm supposed to do and how I'm supposed to change all this, so I don't come to this interface. I select this chart, then I right click and I say change series chart type. Now I get this interface. For this pie chart, I select pie, and this is very important where I select secondary axis for the pie chart. I get this. Now I select this, right click, format data series. Now this will be 270 degrees. The reason I have to enter this again is because the earlier 270 was for my donut chart and now I am entering 270 for my pie chart. I don't need this yellow part. I don't need this blue part. And I don't need this gray part. you see, I have removed all these sections except this pointer 1 because I need it for dial. Now I need to select only this part and give it a color. Now let's say I'm not able to select, and I'm selecting different sections. So rather than that, what I can do is I can come back to the pointer size, make it 5. Now I can see the pointer. It's easier for me to select it. Right click, give it the color that you wish. Come out, change the pointer size back to 1. That's it. So this is my speedometer, which is at 34% currently. I can again change it to whatever percent I want. So now this is the first and the most basic step that I'm doing, and this is actually the speedometer. This is nothing but the text that I have inserted, which can also be inserted the way you want it. Let's change the type. Now I have done it 2020, but I have to ensure this total is 100. So I can have different ways, to do it in this way. I can also have 4 sections where I have 25. Something like this. So depending on the number of sections I want, I can, shift the cells down, add, but I have to ensure this is 100 because that will help me calculate this percentage. So that's it, and I hope you like this tutorial. Thank you so much.